Welcome back, everybody, to the Call of Duty Rec League. I am Jake here with CNK today, and we got a fantastic matchup ahead of us. Names we all know and recognize. We got the New York SubPar versus the Florida Puppeteers. It's just us today, just hanging out on Hydroelectric. CNK, how you feeling?
Hey, I'm feeling absolutely amazing, Jake. We got two good teams in one of my favorite divisions to watch. I mean, we got the boys over there on the New York SubPar. Sadly, last time I casted them, it did not end the way we wanted it to, but it is what it is.
Yeah, well, we're here for now. We are on Hydroelectric. We had New York SubPar, I'm pretty sure, on the good spawns for just a moment, but now they have flipped, and the Florida Puppeteers have found their way over to that P2 side of the map. Kind of back and forth here, this P1 has been, but now it is going to settle. The dust will settle for a minute. Mrs. Pirate trying to sneak on through, but Florida, they are ready for this P2 to pop, and they are ready for it.
Yeah, Florida going to be over here ready to go. They got the spawns on lock. They got the hill on lock. They've even got a player pushed up towards Dome. For the New York players trying to push that one out. Not going to be the easiest challenge for sure because they got some teammates to help out here. Shout out Pushy, by the way. The guy is in the hill, not pushing at all. They have 3 kills in the hill. Plenty of hill time to go with it as well. Already up to 30 seconds. The team's got 33 seconds. I mean, what are we even talking about? But Psychotic Pig on the flank. Guy's got the chance to make a play and a half right now. He's going to pick up the first one. One more in the hill to beat. Isn't going to get the second one, but good effort out of him and the boys.
Yes, absolutely. And still pushing on in. Mrs. Pirate going to sneak on through for just a moment there. Gets 2, gets 3. Wow. I mean, that is a play for sure. And, I mean, a great start to the game for them.
Absolutely amazing start indeed. I mean, shout out Miss Pirate, by the way. Stepping in right now to replace none other than Bobbert. That guy, an absolute G in the Call of Duty Rec League. But sadly, he can't be with us tonight. So this is going to be the person filling in. Already up to 6-4. And I would say, you know what? Let's get Bobbert off the roster full time. Let's keep Miss Pirate.
I mean, Mrs. Pirate doing their thing so far on a 4-streak T. He's going to try to hold down the back. Ends up getting pushed out. And now the slang is in. Mrs. Pirate trying to sneak on back through. Got Pushy in the back of a corner. Takes him down. Now it's going to be Virtus, but those Florida Puppeteers players are still going to be spawning in the back. They are going to push through that window side, and this is where things get dangerous, CNK. It's like you do want those back spawns at some point, but they're just so quick to get back to that hill.
Yeah, definitely insanely quick to get back to that hill. And not to mention when you rotate, you got to rotate all the way to the other side of the map, which New York is going to be over there. Only 12 or so seconds left on this P3. So P4 about to pop. We see Versus and the boys trying to make their way over, but Psychotic Pig making a play. The guy always gets it done for the boys there, but New York going to need some good hill time here. If they can pick up 30, 40 seconds, this would be absolutely amazing. They've got the back spawns unlocked. They've got the hill time at the moment, but Florida setting up ready to push this one in. We see Toasty on the outside right now, waiting for some team help to push this one up, and guess what? Rad's going to be drawing the back. I don't know. They don't know he's here right now. Got to turn that sound up to hear that one, but that's going to be a big kill for Rad. He's going to be around the back. He's going to get some team help from the front at the same time as well, but New York fighting these ones off so far. Picked up the first 2 kills, one more to beat in the back, and that's going to be Brandy picking up a big one right there. Continues to get hill time. The spawns are going to come in for the side of Florida because they got in that back corner. Brandy, he doesn't care. He'll get spawn kills for free. He'll take these kills all day, every day.
Yeah, I mean, Brendy is putting in some serious damage on this hill right now. Almost takes down Versutis as well. But it looks like Florida Puppeteers, they should be able to get that final 15 seconds, get pretty close to that tie game mark. But now the rotation goes over to this P5. And this is where New York SubPar need to lock it down yet again. They have gotten a solid rotation here. So that's a great start. Back-to-back solid rotations for them. But Florida Puppeteers, quick on the pressure. The New York SubPar, their reinforcements are in, though. They are going to get this time for just a moment, but they are going to be working on through this window side of the map, and Pushy's going to run straight onto that hill.
Yeah, going to push right onto that hill. Gets taken down, but Florida still trying to push this one in. We see New York kind of set up around this one. They have the deep spawns at the moment, but Florida trying to make a play from a couple different angles at the same time here. Toasty going to be the first one in with some help from Pushy. They're going to pick up those kills. One more up top, though. That's going to be Tish. Picks up a big one. The teammate's going to come in to clear out, but Toasty to get on the 5-streak. One off the cruise missile there. He just needs to get one more here. The spawns are still coming in from the back for New York. 25 seconds remaining on this P5. They're trying to get one last little second push going in here. Mrs. Pirate going to be the first one in. Gets 1, gets 2. No streak for you.
And, I mean, Mrs. Pirate breaks that hill so low. I mean, Mrs. Pirate really been the difference maker so far. 14 and 9. Off to a great start for things. On the other side, you got Versutis, 10 and 7 so far. I mean, this game has been so back and forth as well. It's really gonna make out for a fantastic hardpoint match, it seems. But the second rotation of hills, I feel like this is where things really start to get going. A lot of times in this first rotation, we see a lot of back and forth, a lot of trading hills type situations. But now, let's see how they react on the second rotation.
Yeah, the second rotation, obviously a big one. We are going to see Florida getting that initial time on the P1, doing a good job holding that one down. They are trying to do their best to get the spawns for P2. Looks like they are going to be able to get those. They do have one player in the back. That's going to be Rad picking up a couple kills. He's got one more to beat. He's going to, gets a little bit of team help to get the last kill, but that's going to secure the spawns. The last 20 seconds or so here in P1 could go the way of New York, which is going to be very useful when you're trying to break that P2, having a nice little buffer on the map. But Florida here, if they can get a big hold on this P2, they can get themselves off to a nice little lead. New York here, just trying to make sure they fully secure this P1 time. They're not too worried about pushing out or anything right now. And they're gonna start to make a move. We see Tej, he's swimming right now. Michael Phelps right now moving around the back. They don't hear him right now. They don't see him. He's gonna maybe have a chance to make a play here.
I mean, Tej has fantastic overwatch for the squad right now. Puts a lot of help shots into Versutis. And Mrs. Pirate's going to be pushing on in through the front. But that's going to be a clean 3 down for them. Last player up is going to be Brendy. He's trying to make through that dome area with a sub in hand. Going to be a tough job indeed. But you do have Tej and Mrs. Pirate working around that bottom side of the main map. And Psychotic Pig picks up a 2-piece grenade. Mrs. Pirate finds that kill on the large rock as well. So now the push comes in. Brendy with the pistol in hand. They get this final 30, and this is realistically an enormous 30, CNK. I mean, this turns the tides completely from Florida potentially being up 30 to now New York SubPar make this mixy, and they could get all this scrap time.
I mean, you get the last 25 seconds of P1. You can get the last little bit of P3, but guess what? A cruise is going to come in. The kill's still in favor of New York. They're going to still secure those spawns and the last little bit of time. But the rotation quickly coming in towards that P3. We're going to see Florida Puppeteers already going to be over there. And we see Tej. He's trying to make that cross right now through that P5 side of the map, trying to get over there as fast as he can. He knows they have to try to get some type of foothold on that side of the map, or this could get pretty ugly pretty quick. The side of Florida here, down by about 13 or 14 points here. They're doing a good job defending so far, but New York trying to push this one in from pretty much all angles.
And Mrs. Pirate trying to sneak on in through the top, but it's going to be pushy. He's really the X-Factor player right here. How many can he find? He is able to get Mrs. Pirate. Another one in front of him. Not sure that they spotted Brendy right there. But if you're New York SubPar, this is all you want. Nobody's getting time right now. You're even finding ways to sneak on every once in a while. Pushy finds a lot of damage there onto Brendy. Toasty picks up the next 2. Mrs. Pirate left all alone on time with the Vaz in hand, but Versutis with a big kill. That's a very solid 20 seconds for them, and they have a lot of time to try to fight this rotation to P4, because New York SubPar, they're obviously all ready to make this hold, but you still got 10 seconds left to make a push if you're Florida.
Yeah, last time around on this push, Florida Puppeteers were able to break right on through, and guess what? Versutis, he's going to sneak past Tej, but Tej, he's going to catch him out, get some help from Psychotic Pig with 2 big kills there. They're going to keep those spawns on lock. They've got the initial time as well, already up on the match. If they can get some big time here, they can get it close to closing out. But Tozy, he's on that outside once again. He's going to get taken down by Brendy, but they're going to have to worry about the other side of the map. But Pushy gets taken down as well. Some big kills coming in for the side of New York SubPar. Puppeteers trying to get this one pushed in, but now kind of funneling towards that outside of the map. This is going to give New York a pretty big advantage towards that mid and outside of the map if they can lock it down. And they're trying to get pushed up and stack this point a little bit here.
Yeah, and Rad's going to make his way around the right side, but Brendy, he's able to pick up 2 in a little rat spot behind those rocks there. He stays alive as well, allows his team to respawn. He's finessing his way around the point. He's almost able to find Versutis. The team help is in, but this is a big lead for New York SubPar, probably their biggest lead so far. They could close it out here, but Florida, they have a big P5 ahead of them here.
Yeah, Mrs. Pirate going to be trying to push around from that outside of the map over towards that P3 side. They should be able to get the spawns here for New York. The sub coming in right now, 25 and 18, minute on the hill. I mean, talk about a hard carry and a half. You know, he is going to get taken down. But New York trying to get their foothold on this side of the map. They do a good job of it. The spawn should come in for the side of New York. 1 player left. That's going to be Toasty on the side of Florida. He's going to get taken down as well. Now his teammates trying to push in from the front, trying to help out the best they can. The kills very much so in favor of New York. Only 1 player left. He's going to get taken down. Now the next closest player going to be Toasty. 10 more seconds, and New York's going to win this one. Florida Puppeteers nowhere near. Trying to push through P3, trying to push through mid. Not enough time.
And that should do it, CNK. The New York SubPar win the game in convincing fashion. You know, it was close there for quite a while, but it closes out 250 to 179. A great showing out of them. I mean, I think from both sides of the mark there, I mean, it was a very close game for most of the map there. New York SubPar 2 of the series, El Asilo Search and Destroy, off to a bang. Everybody's moving, everybody's running, and they're getting to this A-bomb site quick.
Yeah, gonna get on A bomb site real quick. Pushing right on through. Gonna pick up that first kill as well. Bomb's gonna start going down on the A point. We see New York SubPar trying to make their way back, trying to help each other out. They're gonna have one player coming around the flank. That's gonna be Brendy. He's gonna get red out, but guess what? He picks up the kill regardless. Now, Florida Puppeteers trying to set up. It is gonna be a 3v3 now. One player from each team did go down. Brendy's still trying to make a move from the back. Gets a couple shots off at a couple players there. He's gonna know they're coming, but guess what? He's gonna get pushed. His teammate's gonna go down. He gets the trade. He needs to try to hook up here with Psychotic Pig to make this push.
Brendy versus 2. He hears one in the kegs area. Gets shot. The teammate doesn't go for the trade just yet. Oh, he's sliding all over the place. 13 seconds left to go. It's going to have to be a miracle. He almost picks up one, but he's unable to get it done. Florida Puppeteers. Oof, I almost said it. CNK. Florida Puppeteers come out on top here with the round 1 of the game.
It's going to happen from time to time.
Oh, it absolutely is. I don't think it's possible to shut down. I mean, we are just so used to it at this point. Florida we know. I mean, I'm not even going to say it. We're not even going to talk about it. But here we are.
The less we
round
talk
2.
about it, the better.
Yep, agreed, CNK. New York SubPar down 1-0 here in the map. Pushy gets 2 on the round, but I'm going to go back to New York SubPar, see what they're doing on the offensive end real quick. It looks like we got another trusty old A push out of the squad.
Yeah, pretty aggressive push out of both teams here to start things off, but right off the bat, New York going to start getting this bomb down. Puppeteers looking like they want to get a nice little flank going in. They're going to have one player push in through those bottom double doors. The other one going to go around the back. First Attus going to pick up the first kill. Is going to give them the numbers advantage on the map, but New York set up and waiting.
They are pinching them in right now. The only player kind of out of the play is Psychotic Pig for the moment, but might find a big timing. Onto Pushy, waiting for the trigger discipline, is able to find one. Spots another in that middle side area, sees a lot of players, able to pick up Toasty as well. Almost picks up 3, but it's going to be a 2v2 situation now. Versutis and Rad versus Brendy and Mrs. Pirate. They are locked in that A bomb site, and Versutis is able to pick up 1. Mrs. Pirate at 1 HP, trying to play the time game, and she's able to do it. They win the round.
Literally 1 HP, even shooting Brendy's body just for good measure at the end there. But he's going to get out with her life. Have one person to beat still. Yeah, you know what? It doesn't matter. You win the round. She was just hunting for that last little second kill. She wanted it really badly. But that's going to tie things up 1-1. The little offense is back and forth there. But now we are going to see the Florida Puppeteers back on offense. Do they stick with the fast, aggressive A push? Maybe they switch it up a little bit. Maybe they go B. Who knows? The game did just start. Maybe we're still rocking our defaults.
That is a good point. I feel like at this point, if you're Florida, you may want to stay back, play that default that you were just talking about. Try to see exactly what New York is doing to see if there's any maybe cracks in their armor. But right now, we got Brendy moving quick in this A control side of the map. But at the same time that's happening, Pushy's able to sneak on into that A bomb site and maybe get this bomb down. There's one player at the kegs area, but this is going to be a full 4v4 retake. But Mrs. Pirate able to draw the first blood onto Versutis.
It's going to be a big first blood to help the team out, but some kills back and forth right off the bat there. New York going to get 2 total, and Florida's going to get 2 as well, but Mrs. Pirate going to get the kill. Going to go for the immediate defuse, I believe. Is going to get a little bit of cover from Psychotic Pig, and I tell you what, the duo is in today. They are going to get that bomb defused. They're going to win the round, and these two, I tell you what, they probably know each other better than anyone on this team has ever known each other.
I mean, I could imagine, and I would hope that that is the case. New York SubPar, they get their second round on the board, and they've been looking good in these past couple rounds. You know, they're unable to kind of convert that first round on the board. I mean, Florida's kept it close. These rounds have been so close. It comes down to a 1v1 last round, kind of a 2v1, you know, trade battle loss exchange out of Florida Puppeteers that time around. But I mean, you still got to keep your head up if you are Florida Puppeteers. It's like these rounds, I mean, you could see it in the scoreboard. It is so close right now, these rounds. You just kind of got to convert here. Maybe try to switch something up, but they're definitely not out of it yet. Obviously, only 2-1. Still the third round of the game, but New York SubPar, yeah, they're going back to A. Maybe they slow it down this time. Let's see what they want to do.
Yeah, Mrs. Pirate says, I ain't slowing nothing down. I'm pushing this one right on in. Going to be in that A-bomb site. Looking like they're going for the plant right off the bat. The side of New York. Trying to do their best to set up around this, but that's going to be the first kill going to Versutis here for the side of Puppeteers. He's going to pick up a second one as well, and Rad going to pick up one, and that's going to be one player left. That's Mrs. Pirate in a 1v4 inside this bomb area. She's going to get spotted there last second. She's going to get pushed out, gets taken down, and The Puppeteers with a flawless retake.
I mean, absolutely. That's exactly what you want to see. I like how Rad was getting, you know, very aggressive around that A control side of the map. Kind of what we saw Brendy trying to do in that last round we saw. But, you know, it didn't work out for him. Somebody was blocking that shack push. But, you know, it goes to show it's like that's why you want to block that shack push. Because if somebody doesn't and, you know, you're not ready for that full flank, it can break down so quickly. And, you know, you just get absolutely torn to pieces. You get pinched into sight. There's so many places to look. And it's exactly why Florida Puppeteers able to win that round right now. Rad sitting at 4-2. Versutis already at 5-3. Let's see what they can do on the offensive end again. I would like to see some variation in the offensive attacks, though, CNK. I will say that.
Nah, full send. We got this right now. We're going to be running this one in at A. We got one player pushed up towards barrels. Looks like that is going to be Mrs. Pirate. Is the person who likes to play pretty aggressive on the side of New York SubPar here. Come in as a sub. Might as well do your best to get that confidence rolling for you and the squad. But Florida Puppeteers here, a little bit delayed towards that mid push, but there we go. Pushy, the guy who keeps on pushing, going to pick up that kill. He's going to get that bomb down. I feel like he's got have at least 2 of the 4 first bloods or 5 first bloods on the map so far. But the kill's coming a little bit back and forth here. Psychotic Pig picking up a big one there, but only 2 players left for New York. The bomb is down. Have to hit a retake here. And Versutis hunting down Pig. Pig spots him out though. Gonna get a couple shots off. No damage, but enough to know where he's at.
And they can't really find any of these players right now. Rad going to be locking himself down behind that keg side area. Versutis drops in at just the right time. Only 21 seconds left to go. 1v3 situation. This looks like another round that is poised to go the way of the Florida Puppeteers, and that is exactly what happens. They find their 3rd round on the board, and they've been looking good here. You know, they're kind of punishing New York SubPar's, you know, minor missteps, and it's working to their complete advantage. They slowed that down there. I'm not exactly sure like how quick they got that bomb down, but they waited for the right time. They got it down. They're able to win that round. And, you know, LSCLO, it's going exactly how you would expect LSCLO to go, CNK.
Hey, shout out LSCLO. I love this map. It's great. It's got a silo on it. It's got a big building in the middle. It's pretty cool. Got a field.
Radio tower?
In that field. Yeah, radio tower is cool too, you know. Get those radio waves in the brain, you know. Make you feeling kind of diffy. Nah, I'm just kidding. Okay, I'm sorry. Mrs. Pirate now going to be planting their bomb on the A point, but Rad once again on the flank. He likes to do this on these defensive sides, but Psychotic Pig going to get the first kill, but Pushy, he's going to respond, get one of his own, but Rad behind one player towards open field. Psychotic Pig, I thought maybe he was going to hit a burn right there. He did not, but Tej and Mrs. Pirate trying to hunt some players down. Definitely been a little bit of a chaotic start, but Tej with some good cover on the map. Going to be in a 1v1, make it a 1v0. T's going to close out the round for the team. New York SubPar going to go and tie things up 3-3 because, you know, trading rounds back and forth. I love to see it.
Tej finds the kill onto that player kegs, and they're looking good so far. Tied game 3-3 now. In the back and forth, the pendulum swings these teams. It's looking very similar to that first hard point. And, you know, what else would you expect after a hard point that went the way it did? I mean, it is so back and forth between these two teams. Anybody can win it. It just comes down to execution at the end of the day.
Execution is always going to be an important thing, but we are going to see Florida Puppeteers going to push on into this A site once again. They're taking it nice and slow because they know Mrs. Pirate likes to push up. But Psychotic Pig going to get that first pick on the map. Pushy, he's going to try to get this bomb down. He knows it's one of the easiest ways to cancel out that negative player there, but there is going to be a trade on the map as Rad's going to pick up one as well. Now Tej, he's just walking around nice and slow. He doesn't have dead silence because he did pop it to get here, but I don't believe anyone on Puppeteers knows he's here. Pushy, he's going to try to push into this A site. Tej's going to get one over on the top side of the map there.
These players are so vertically connected right now, and they don't even know it. Toasty able to take down Tej. Psychotic Pig able to take that one out. It's going to be Pushy versus 2. This is very possible because there's a set amount of time left on that clock. 13 seconds left to go. Unable to get Psychotic Pig off of that defuse, and they are going to win that round. I mean, that's another round. It could have gone either way. Just a couple of little missteps from the Florida Puppeteers led the New York SubPar to win that round. 4-3 now. Big defensive retake out of them. They get the kills when they need to. And I feel like it all comes down to Tej there at the end. He makes that play. He goes through money. And, you know, he helps Psychotic Pig get this final kill on this player. They're looking good, and I love to see players making plays because the do-nothing strategy never works in your favor in Search and Destroy, especially on this map. You know, it may be one of those maps where you kind of want to play a default and just, like, do exactly what you used to do, but if you switch things up and catch a team off guard so easily.
Yeah, catching a team off guard is exactly what New York is going to try to do by going to the B site pretty much right away, but Florida, they're feeling it in their bones. They know, hey, something's a little bit off. Nobody pushed up the middle of the map towards us this time around, so they're going to rotate over. Oh, yeah, that was indeed a god nade out of Toasty right there. Now, going to be the numbers advantage. Also, New York kind of stuck on the wrong side of the field, just kind of waiting for someone to push out, maybe get a little bit overly aggressive here. But New York knows they need to make a move. It looks like they're going to try to rotate back to the A site. That is going to be Mrs. Pirate. Going to push up towards that mid hall. Go up top. One player is going to be up here waiting, laying down. That's going to be a big kill right there for the side of Florida. They're going to be up 2-4 on the round.
And we do have the cast-off 5-4-5 in the hand of Versutis. Psychotic Pig almost able to even the odds here, making it a 3v2, but the problem is you're running out of time very quickly. Still 38 seconds left on the clock, and New York SubPar, this bomb is down. I'm not sure Versutis necessarily knows that, but I mean, they're just going to hold their irons, wait for something to happen. It's going to be Brendy trying to work his way up the staircase. He's able to find Versutis. They might be able to get this bomb and maybe plant that, but they're going to have to move quick as player one in Rad. He's going to be trying to lock this down.
Yeah, trying to lock it down. Indeed, Rad's going to be here. He's got a teammate help as well out of Toasty. That's going to be a big kill now. Going to be a 1v2 for Brendy. The bomb's going down, though. I don't know if they're going to be here to respond to this. They're waiting it out, waiting for some info. The bomb gets planted. Brendy's going to pick a corner. I want some nades, just trying to get anything he can as far as info or anything, but he's going to get stunned, so they're going to know he's in here. Obviously, I mean, he just planted the bomb, but they're going to be pushing this one in. Both players trying to get an angle at the same time. One's going to come through the door, one shooting through window. Brendy trying to fight this off, almost gets the kill on Rad, but Rad picks up a big one, and that's going to be his 9th kill in the game. The guy is an absolute beast. Look at this one defuse, tie things up 4-4, and I tell you what, Jake, Florida Puppeteers, their eco is looking pretty good. They might be able to get some big Vandal buys next round.
I mean, that is the case. That is the case, CNK. No doubt about it. They will have every gun they need in their back pocket. The problem is, the New York SubPar, they also have a fantastic economy. 4-4 now for the squad. This is very much so panning out to look like a round 11. But, you know, it's going to take 2 more rounds to get there. Or actually 3. But somebody's going to come out on top, I'll tell you that much. And right now, Florida Puppeteers, Rad is frying for the squad. 9-4, like you said. Versutis, not doing too bad either, sitting at 7-6.
I mean, 7-6, I tell you what, I'll take that scoreline any day. I play ranked. People will be getting 1-15. I don't even know how it's possible, but they get it done. It's not, but, you know, they try their best here. Now, both these teams trying to fight over this A point here. A bomb plant is what Pushy always wants to do here. He's their aggressive player for the side of Florida. New York set up and just kind of waiting. They know they're on defense. They know they can take their time. Pushy's going to start pushing this one in. There's one player on this A bomb site. Oh, the first kill going to come in for Mrs. Pirate. She's going to back off, try to get some health back up. Only at 38. The teammate's trying to collapse to help out as well. But Florida knows they got to push this one back in.
Player one is kind of in a sneaky spot here. That's going to be Rad. Trying to wallbang some players right there, but they're able to find Mrs. Pirate, and Versutis picks up Tej as well. 2v2 situation now. The map kind of split here. You got 2 New York SubPar players on that bottom side of the map, 2 Florida Puppeteers on that top side. It looks like Psychotic Pig is that player going to be making the play currently, but still only 25 seconds left to go. You're going to have to do something, and both of these players have picked up that bomb. Versutis going to close that door, but Psychotic Pig has that nade in hand. That's a good bounce. That's a good bounce. Not sure that hit Versutis, but they're going to make the push now.
Yeah, the push going to be coming in. Psychotic Pig going to get taken down by Rad. Now it's going to be up to Brendy to win the 1v2. 40 seconds to get this bomb defused. He's got plenty of time. Against Rad and Versutis. He's going to, almost gets the first kill, but once again, Rad going to win that one. Not an easy gunfight. That Rad there, I tell you what, he shoots beams.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like Brendy probably should have won that gunfight, but Rad, he was shooting beamers, like he said, as well. Didn't miss a bullet, and that can be what happens to you when you're not missing bullets. You find kills like that. So, you know, Florida Puppeteers feeling comfortable, up 5-4 now. And this could be the difference maker, CNK. This round right here could end the game for Florida Puppeteers at map point to tie the series at 1. New York SubPar out on the back foot, but you know, they are on the offensive end, and they have taken some offenses home from time to time.
They have indeed, and they're going to be sending this one on over to A pretty quickly here. We see that number 5 player, Mrs. Pirate, pushed up pretty far, gets that bomb down right off the bat, which, hey, once you get the bomb down, you're the defensive team, but T is going to pick up that first kill towards money. He's going to get taken down, though, by Rad. Both these teams trying to fight this one out. 3v3. Bomb is planning, got 30 seconds or so to get that one defused. If you're the side of Florida Puppeteers, you're going to have to make a move. Pushy goes around the back, gets taken down.
They have to find a way to retake right now, and they're running out of time. 22 seconds left to go. Versutis, here's Psychotic Pig. Now it's Rad, left all alone. He is able to find one. He's got a cruise missile in his back pocket. He's going to call it in. I'm not sure this was the necessary decision, CNK. He's not going to have enough time. He's going to land this, but he doesn't have enough time to defuse this bomb.
Yeah, he is going to call that in. Doesn't get the kill, but doesn't matter regardless. 1v2 to end it off, but that bomb is going to blow up. Not too sure. I'm just assuming he probably thought he had more time, is what I would imagine that comes down to. But guess what, Jake? We've got ourselves a Bronze Premade Week 1 of Season 2, Round 11.
I mean, this is exactly how you would want it to go. New York SubPar versus Florida Puppeteers. And it's going to be New York SubPar on that offensive side. Let's see if they go back to that old A push. I mean, Florida, they've kind of been neglecting that A bomb site. This time, they are going to push that kegs area very quickly. And it's going to be Rad in there. Psychotic Pig able to get that first blood, but he's going to be pushed up in this kegs area. He can be dangerous here, especially with the way he's been playing.
He can indeed be dangerous. Already 14-4 on the map. Looking to pick up as many as he possibly can, but he's going to get plenty of damage off on him there. He gets sneezed on. He's going to die. He's got 5 HP. The side of New York definitely wants to try to get him down. Don't have the chance to do it right now. One player dead from each team. New York has the bomb planted. Rad's going to have to make a move with the team. He's going to get fully healed up. The kills come in for New York. Now going to be a 1v3. Rad, the absolute beast for the team. Not a lot of time to work with here. 20 seconds or so. He's got his dead. He popped. He's going to have to go pretty quickly. The first kill up top. He's going to get taken down by Tej. And New York SubPar going to win the map too. 6-5 to go up 2-0 in the series.
Yeah, and what a big final 2 rounds out of the New York SubPar to take that one home. That is a big clutch up for the boys. Florida Puppeteers, I mean, I didn't catch any of this. Welcome back, everybody, to the Call of Duty Rec League. Here we are with the map 3 of this game here. It's going to be New York SubPar versus Florida Puppeteers. Oh my god, it happened. If you didn't know. What? It's going to be New York SubPar on the offensive push as well. I mean, we know how this map goes, CNK. It can be either way from time to time. You just got to find the kills.
Yeah, the kills are going to be big, but guess what? Psychotic Pig already starting out with 3. The B point got the stack going. Stack the point. Word to Jim's got 2-3 players on that one to start things off. Second tick about to be all the way through. Ooh, the team kill comes in on the side of Florida Puppeteers as well. I wanted to say it so bad, but the kills kind of coming in there for the side of New York. They do a good job securing the B zone, but the A point going to be the one to go next. See these players still trying to push through that middle of the map. One player left over on the B side of the map, and New York going to take them down pretty quickly there. They're going to rotate on over to A. They're going to have to worry about radio tower. They've got players pretty much everywhere, but New York, Psychotic Pig on the flank. He's going to pick up his 5th, looking for a 6th. If he can get this, he's going to get his streak.
Oh,
but oh my.
I mean, he's not going to get that streak. I'll tell you that much, CNK. He is in pieces now. But New York SubPar have found their way onto this A zone. They're already picking up ticks here. They are looking absolutely fantastic on this offensive end so far. Brendy gets a kill. Mrs. Pirate finds that player on stacks. And it's really going to be only player 8 that could potentially make a play here. Psychotic Pig gets taken down, picks up 2. It's going to be player 2, and he finds the 3rd. Good gravy. That was a play.
I mean, versus this guy just got it done. You said he needed to make a play, and guess what? He did. But New York, though, they've got 1 minute and 40 seconds and plenty of lives to make another push if they want to. And that is just what they're going to do. Florida Puppeteers here trying to push out a little bit on the map. They've got one player kind of pushing around the back. That's going to be Brendy. Picks up a big kill. Tej gets one of his own, but Rad, the guy who was beaming last map, he's bringing those shots out once again. Only 8 shots in the mag. He's going to get taken down. His teammates trying to clean up for him. But New York here putting a lot of pressure on this Florida Puppeteers team.
Yeah, they absolutely are. They're still winning in that life count, but I feel like the main problem is they haven't been able to pick up Versutis, and Mrs. Pirate takes care of it with a quick fist to the face. Call it a knuckle sandwich, but Mrs. Pirate gets on that point. 2 players here. Brendy picks up 1. You saw the shoulders from that archway. There's still 1 player around that is going to be pushy. Mrs. Pirate going to throw that nade and take that time to chow onto Pushy. Able to take him down. Absolutely fundamentally sound push out of Mrs. Pirate. Too bad that the reload has to come in, but now we see Tej making his way around the back. And I think the problem here is Florida Puppeteers, they're getting these kills, and they're not taking control of that middle of the map. We see player 5, player 7, player 6, they're all jumbled up over here. You would have liked to see somebody push that bottom pool area, but hey, we forget about it. Let's see how this round closes out.
Yeah, sometimes it does happen. What are you going to do? But we see Tej trying to push back towards to help out his teammates there. Doesn't get it done, but Mrs. Pirate tries to push in, gets taken down as well. Puppeteers right now doing a good job bringing this life count all the way back. They were down by 5 or 6 before. Now going to tie things up 9-9. Looking to get things pushed up through the middle of the map. But look at that. Psychotic Pig picks up a big one. His teammates trying to push up with that momentum. But Versutis going to pick up that one. Going to be 7 lives remaining for New York. Plenty of time here. 30 seconds. They're going to get another push or 2 on this one. They've got 1 player around the flank. That's going to be Brendy trying to get players in the spawn. They're grouping up to get a push together. At this rate, they're only going to really get 1 solid push in.
I mean, this is a contest spot, CNK. I'm not sure you can tell, but since it says defending zone A, if they hop on that point, I mean, it's going to be contested, and they're going to be dumbfounded as to where this player is. You see, they hop on that point, and it's contested. They have no idea where he is. They're looking stacks. Maybe Brendy can find him. Oh, he jumps up on the wall. He nades that time, but Versutis with kind of a sneaky beaver play right there, able to save the round for the squad.
Yeah, now with only a couple seconds remaining, Mrs. Pirate can have to push up, get on that point. But Toasty, he gets the streak going alive. He gets the cruise missile in the back pocket to end things off. And the Florida Puppeteers, by the skin of their teeth, going to win that one. They do end up giving up 5 ticks, but hey, a win is a win in the round count. Now they just have to come out and have a good offensive round themselves. But shout out to the New York side. They brought that one in right off the bat, and they made it interesting from the start to the finish.
Yeah, and that big 3-piece by Versutis could have very well like saved them that round right there. I mean, they picked up that second tick. If he doesn't find all 3 of those kills, I feel like they don't win that one. So big play out of Versutis kind of saves the day for them. Spark plugs the energy into the team, and they are able to win that round 1. But the next question becomes, can they win the round 2?
Yeah, let's see if they can get it done on round 2 here. We see Florida Puppeteers making their way towards the A site. Pretty much a typical push from most teams. We see them try to go towards A first. Not always going towards that B site, but we do see it from time to time. New York trying to do their best to defend this one. And Versutis, he's trying to get in here to help his teammates out. But they don't need his help. Pushy going to pick up 2 big kills. The stack should be active on A here momentarily. TG's going to be up top. He's going to be a little sneaky. Picks up the first one, looking for a second one as well. Oh, he gets the second one as well. All the headshots out of the man, but Rad going to respond and get the kill. And New York doing a good job on the defense so far, but they're going to have to worry about these Florida players pushing through that middle of the map.
And they did not get that first tick onto A. So you see Brendy going to be ticking this, but the rest of his teammates are focused on that B area of the map, able to get the shot and the nade kill onto that point. But it's going to be Mrs. Pirate with the pinch. Mrs. Pirate, kind of a slow start to the game for her standards so far. We've seen what she can do so far, and it pops a 4 streak off the back of it. If they can get Mrs. Pirate activated, I mean, you never know what could happen.
I tell you what, Mrs. Pirate is ready to fry at any time. You just got to put her in the right spot on the map. But you see this B point getting touched just a little bit by Florida Puppeteers, but immediately New York going to respond to that. Not going to allow that for long. 20 or so seconds remaining on this round. And right now, New York is picking up kills everywhere. They're not letting anyone touch any of the time as far as the points are concerned on the map. They're up by 6 kills, 13 seconds remaining. Florida looking like they're making a desperate push over towards that B point. He's going to pick up the first one. One more, he gets pretty much absolute. His teammates are going to try to clean up these kills. One player is going to push him out. That's Versutis. Picks up 2 massive kills. Hopefully that opens up the map for his teammates. They're going to get the B stack going. They pick up all the kills. The B stack is live. Shout out to Jims for teaching the league how to do that. But Mrs. Pirate trying to make a hero play, gets taken down as well. The time should get extended here. We see some like beast and nades coming out right now from the side of New York. Ooh, Toasty got to stay alive here. He's going to get contested. The B point should get secured here. It does fully get secured. The lives are only within 3 now, where previously a 6 or 7 difference there, but now the A point also has some players on it.
Yeah, it's going to be Mrs. Pirate trying to take down Pushy here, and Pushy going to be in a very dangerous position for the squad right here. On this point, Brendy is able to pick up 1, but the rest of the Florida Puppeteers not far behind. So Brendy going to have to wait for the squad, and it's going to be Tej able to help him out there. So they keep him pushed back on that hill, but you still got Versutis, and I mean, Versutis has just been doing such a great job of applying pressure to the New York SubPar. You know, he's getting into these bottom lockers area, getting, you know, pushed up on the map, and they constantly are having to worry about Versutis. And now, maybe they can find a couple kills and stack this point real quick. You never know what can happen.
Yeah, a stack would be absolutely massive, but there's plenty of time to work with here. Lives, not so much. Versutis going to pick up a big kill. His teammate picks up 2 big ones as well. That's going to open things up. The side of Florida should be able to get on this time, no problem. Only one player close by for the side of New York. That's going to be a psychotic pick. The rest of the teammates trying to push on in to help him out. The 8 point slowly going down. Only one player on it at the moment. A couple players close by. Mrs. Pirate going to take that player off the hill. But Versutis going to get a nice trade pretty much immediately. We see Florida around the hill right now, but not trying to get the stack going.
Only 6 lives left to go for them, but they do have a lot of reinforcements on this point right now. It's going to be Tej. He picks up 1, but there still is player 4. That's going to be Psychotic Pig lingering around that point, but Psychotic Pig's got to move fast. There is still a player on that point, and that is going to be Pushy. He is able to pick up Rad. There's still 3 players left. They hop onto that point. They just need to slay out if they want to win this round here.
Yeah, going to be 3 players left for the side of Florida Puppeteers. 6 lives total for the side of New York. That's going to be Toasty picking up a big one right there. Just trying to get those numbers down a little bit, but now only 2 players on Florida. They're going to push in together. 1 player is going to get taken down now just for Sudus in a 1v5. He picks up 1, looks for the second, but is going to get taken down. And New York SubPar winning another one to go up not only 2-0. I don't know why I thought they were up 2-0 on this map when I very much so saw them lose the offense in like the last couple seconds. I don't know what I'm thinking here, but it's going to be tied 1-1 in round count.
I mean, sometimes it just be like that, CNK. You know, our brains. I mean, they're working hard. They're working their best, and sometimes, you know, in the heat of the moment, they do not work to their perfection. But here we go, round 3 now. And, you know, on one side, we got Versutis. On the other side, we got Brendy currently. 18-11 for Versutis, 16-12 for Brendy. We're tied at 1. The Ticks are tied at 5. And now this round just becomes that much more important, CNK.
It does become way more important indeed. We see New York trying to do the classic B push for this team once again. This is something they appear to like to do a lot, but Versutis on the flank right now in that mid alley. He's not going to spot the player out up top, so he's going to get shot in the back, but he is going to get some info off to his teammates. The stack is somewhat alive here for the side of New York as Tej picking up some monster kills with the AR over the top. His teammates doing a good job cleaning this up. The stack is in. Shout out to Jims. The B point is completely gone once again. Basically just exactly like last time. The lives a little bit more even this time around, but look at Versutis picking up 2 big kills before going down. So the A point will not get attacked immediately this time around.
Big shots out of Mrs. Pirate. And I was going to point out, it's like, that is exactly the second time this has happened. You know, that is almost to a T how that first round looked. Florida Puppeteers, they kind of, you know, leave that B point open. The New York SubPar able to get 1 kill and just hop straight on that point, and it's so hard to retake when you don't have a lot of reinforcements right there to shut this down. But I like this view out of Psychotic Pig. You can see all the players through the walls. It's kind of like a little ant farm in the middle of the map right now. You see Tej jumping around, Pushy doing the same. But Psychotic Pig, he's got the Overwatch, and they're still getting progression on this point right now.
Yeah, getting progression indeed, and this is looking good if you're the side of New York SubPar or a New York SubPar fan. But if you look at Florida Puppeteers, they're doing a good job trying to get this one pushed in. They know they got to pick up the kills. The second tick on A about to come through. Mrs. Pirate is absolutely going beast mode on the A point right now. The stack is going to be live as well from Florida Puppeteers. Stack the point. Word to Jims. The A point is gone, and just like that, the offense around is 1 in New York SubPar going to be up 2-1 in the. I don't know what am I trying to say right now? I'm trying to say series, even though I know it's the map. I don't know what's going on today. This is not good.
It's one of those days, CNK. You know how it is. You know, Florida Puppeteers, it's throwing everything out of whack. You know, not something I expected specifically. But here we are. I mean, realistically, humongous round for New York SubPar. Not only do they win that offense, they win it dominantly as well. Very quick offense. They get that B point. They almost instantly wrap it to that A. They cannot get Psychotic Pig out that top radio. He's putting in pop shots left and right. His subs pick up the kills. They stack that point. Word to Jims per usual, and they're able to find the round win. Now Florida Puppeteers trying to do exactly what was just done to them. Let's see if it pans out the same.
Yeah, they're going to try to push that B point out, but guess what? New York SubPar going to be ready for this. They got a couple players over here. Psychotic Pig picks up the first one. Florida Puppeteers got to pick up these kills if they can, but they're dying everywhere on the map. 1 player left over there. That's going to be Versutis. This is the guy you want over here if someone is going to stay alive. But is it going to be enough? His teammates spawning up, looking like they want to cross over through that field, but New York SubPar ready to go. Only 2 players on the B side of the map, but they're going to reinforce that with Tej pretty quickly.
Yeah, and Versutis kind of in an awkward position on the map. You know, pushed up so far, now trying to play that nuisance role. Might be able to pick up Psychotic Pig, and he does over the top. But Tej still lingering around. I mean, New York SubPar doing a great job of making sure the reinforcements are in the right places. Like, Versailles is able to find 2 right there, but just so quickly, the New York SubPar, you see they're swarmed around them. The yellow arrows are everywhere. And, I mean, they just have no openings on this map right now. Now, they're trying to find these kills at that A point. They get 2 stacked here, almost make it 3, but Brendy on the big flank, able to pick up 2. And, I mean, New York SubPar playing it flawlessly.
Playing flawlessly indeed. A CeeLo control seems to be the mode they are very comfortable with indeed. Puppeteers still trying to push this one in. They got plenty of lives and just a little bit of time. They've got to get on one of these objectives. They got to get down there quick. Looks like it's going to be the A point they go for. Toasty picking up the opening kill, but Brendy, he's going to have something to get over here, but he gets taken down. The 3-stack going to be active from Florida Puppeteers. We see the time going very quickly right now. T is going to be nice, close, and personal on this one, but Mrs. Pirate here as well. Picks up 1, doesn't get the second. The second tick about to come through on the A point. It does successfully come through. This could be the opportunity that Puppeteers was looking for. No one from New York to shut this one off. They're going to secure all of A. They're ready to attack B. They've got a minute to work with. Lives are tied. This is basically a full round reset if you are Florida Puppeteers that you needed.
Yeah, and if you are New York SubPar, you know, that is kind of a tough pill to swallow. You almost had that round ended, the series ended, but it's not exactly how it goes. But, you know, silver lining here, you do have Psychotic Pig pushed up into this white area. This top white, just roaming around white with a scar. He can be so dangerous. One thing to think about is that Florida Puppeteers, that kind of gives them the opportunity to work through that middle side of the map. But if they come over anywhere near Psychotic Pig, they're going to get taken down.
Gonna get taken down indeed. That guy's absolutely frying. I tell you what, the duo of Psychotic Pig and Mrs. Pirate is unstoppable. Psychotic Pig, though, is gonna get taken down, so maybe a little bit stoppable. But Tosi, he's got the cruise missile in the back pocket. We'll see if maybe that comes out if they do think they need it towards this B point. We see the teammates from Florida Puppeteers trying to push up to get this one done, but Mrs. Pirate going to be in a sneaky spot to be able to pick up a big kill there. Another one coming in for Mrs. Pirate as well. She's holding down the B point by herself. She's got a knife out now. That's all she needs. But Psychotic Pig with the topside cover there. Only 7 lives remaining for Florida. No one close enough to this point to get on it. It's going to be over. New York SubPar gonna take the control, and that is also going to be them taking the series after taking the hard point and the S&D.
Yeah, I mean, an absolutely fantastic showing out of the New York SubPar. And, you know, that was a 3-0, but I would say that that was quite the close.